All right. I guess we're just going to go live. There's like 5 of you in here, but I'm sure more people will join. Whoa, there's 30 of you in here. Okay. What is up? Hello, everybody. Hope you got something in store for us. I got a big thank you in store for y'all. I'm actually... Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm going to change this so it looks a little nicer. This is my first live stream on this channel, besides Nano Dimension's Q3 earnings last year. So this is very different. I wasn't on camera last time. What's up, guys? Is my clock too loud, by the way? I'm sitting right next to a clock right now. It's all good? Yeah. I hope I don't act weird on live stream. Raking in the dough, man. Not yet. That's relative. How are you guys doing? Like how's everyone doing? I mean, everyone's in different time zones who's watching this right now. So I mean, I'm sure it's daytime for some of you, nighttime for some of you. It's insane. This is so cool. Okay, I'm gonna close this so that way I can just look on the left side and talk to you guys. MD, that's Maryland, right? Oh, my voice cracked on live stream. Terrible. Let's get this water real quick. Ooh, we got a Houstonian. London, nighttime in London. Yeah, you're 6 hours ahead in London, right, Luba? 2:15 Hawaii. Xavier, what's up, Xavier? I have some of my fellow patrons in here. What's up, Sarab? Memphis? Ah, what's up, dude? How are you? Sacramento, good job with it. Very up-to-date information. Appreciate it. They actually just released something not too long ago. I actually came on here with the intention of just looking over that with you guys and seeing if you guys can help me understand it, because this is the first time I've seen them actually issue a prospectus for the for like warrants. They were talking about Yoav Stern and Eaton. I forgot the other board member's name, but they both are like exercising warrants or something. But anyways, I don't know if I'm trying to make this a Nano Dimension stream or just like a stream to, you know, just talk with everybody. Toronto. What's up, James? How are you? You have some legal advice you want to share with me privately? What? Email you. You can go over to my Instagram at John Paul Investing. You could send me a message there if that's like something you're trying to talk to me about. So we got LA, we got Sweden in here. Man, that's the other side of the planet. So is Singapore. Man, New York City. So New York, man, I have literally all kinds of time zones in here. It's so awesome. Viva Las Vegas. When you talk about TTOO, I have not heard of TTOO. Actually, I did see my financial friend Sam over on his channel. He posted a video on that like a few minutes ago. Keep at it, Nano Dimension all the way. Hey, I hear you, man. Gaming session. Yeah, I know, right, Akash? Like, I didn't think I would sit here and do this live, but I said screw it. Like, I mean, I have enough subscribers where I feel like enough people will join to make it worthwhile, so I can interact, and then people will be entertained. I guess at the same time. David, oh, you the man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Switzerland, okay. Zoom stock. Zoom's so expensive. Z Gamer, yeah, dude, ask away. How are you, by the way? APXT, FSL. I honestly don't have enough of an opinion about them just because I truthfully have not looked into them. Who are they merging with? Isn't this a SPAC? APXT? Hold on. I'm going to keep reading your comments. Netherlands? Heck yeah. Sensonics. What's up with Sensonics? I know it's it's not my fault, but what's it been? Why hasn't it been doing anything? Because it's the stock market, and it could take as long as it wants. Car parts and wealth, dude. I would like car parts, but I'm not ready for that yet. I told myself the next car I get, just to not be wasteful, I guess, is a Tesla. I really want a Tesla, as much as I like nice cars. I drive a Q50, if you are into that, like the Infinities. Northern England, it's freezing. I can't imagine Northern England. I feel like you guys see the sun like maybe every 2 weeks, right? Isn't it super cloudy there all the time? Free legal advice: do not get married. Oh man. Meet Kevin, just interview Vlad. Vlad? Like Vladimir Putin? Who's Vlad? Blue Hat Technologies. Love you, man. Love you too, Mohammed. Holy crap. Okay. This is really difficult. I'm literally trying to read every single one of your messages, and I don't think I can keep up. 30-minute live session every week. Let's go. I'll think about it. I was thinking like our live streams are really, all you really need. Ticker symbol time. I have not. Bingo and Centriview. Bingo, I made a warning video about Bingo only because it's really hard for like us common folk to understand genomics. So that's the only reason I made that video. But I'm sure there is a lot of potential there if it's, as crazy as they claim it to be. I'm not bashing on Bingo. It's just not for me. Sensonics, though, it's a little bit easier to understand. I mean, a lot of people have diabetes. My sister-in-law is, I believe, diabetic, so... Is that HIPAA? I shouldn't have said that. Whoops. Time. I love your channel. Analysis and research is there. Quality and underrated channel. Dude, thank you so much. I really do work hard to make these videos. Thanks, Luba. I try to make them good and valuable for you guys. NNDM PT? What is PT? 16 dropped right after. Yeah, and their the filing they just released today, there was something in there pointing towards like a 1370 offering of some kind, I believe. I'm not sure if that's like a direct offering or if that has something to do with the warrants, but I have not gotten to look at it enough. What's up, Raul? How you doing, dude? Options trading in Europe. Okay. Which is basically, when is trading options beneficial to holding stocks? It is beneficial if you want to leverage your money, or if you intend to exercise that option when you can afford it. That's really the best way to do it. It's like ensuring a guaranteed price. So you pay up front and then you're guaranteed a certain stock price. Yeah, Sensonics, you do have to just wait. I mean, the market's waiting for FDA approval, but even without FDA approval, it doesn't mean that Essentia is going to disband from Sensonics just because they don't get the 180-day approval. I don't think that's the case because they still have the 90-day version to distribute. How many people are in here? I haven't even checked. There's 84 of you in here. What's up, guys? Everyone else who's just tuned in, how are you guys? Cybertruck. Oh my gosh. I would love a Cybertruck. People think it's ugly, but I don't think it's ugly. I really don't think it's an ugly truck. Not leaving Robinhood. Oh my gosh. You guys are typing so much. I can't keep up. What do I do? JP, how old am I? I am 25 years old. Not this point. Doesn't releasing a prospectus for 1370 essentially discourage the price from going up? No, not necessarily. I think they're just going to be able to issue more money, and then once the shares dry up, then there's going to be, you know, a supply constraint. At least in my opinion, that's what I think is going to happen. They're going to sell out. There'll be some supply constraint on Nano Dimension stock. Institutions buy it up. Retail starts to catch on. More retail pressure. I mean, those things would equal, you know, a price going up if, you know, there's more and more or higher and higher bids. Robinhood CEO. Holy crap, I am so behind on your messages, guys. Oh, Vlad. Oh, CEO of Robinhood. Oh my gosh, my bad. I was like, I feel like a dummy. He interviewed Vlad. Wow. Yeah, that's because he knows Meet Kevin has the viewership, because a majority of people on Robinhood are retail investors who are on YouTube. So pretty smart from him to do that. I have not seen that yet. Not at all. What do you think Nano Dimension offering will be? $11.50. I'm not sure. I would say at least $10. The next one, at least. Zomedica. Oh, I actually looked into Zomedica. They have their whatever they're using. What are they doing? Some kind of blood detector, like a machine. Looks like a box. Detects like disease in the dog or something like that in the blood. I looked in one of their filings, and they said that they strictly depend on the software licensing of the software outside of Zomerica. They don't have any of the actual licensing or patents or anything like that specific to them. They don't control anything, so that kind of deters me from them big time. Plus, they don't have any revenues, like, ever. So, shares, what's your opinion? Depends on your risk tolerance, man. Like, depends on your portfolio, your risk tolerance. I personally have my portfolio consists of, like, if we're talking just stock portfolio, it's, I think, close to 30% Sensonics right now, because I'm willing to sit for the spike in price that I believe is going to happen once they get that FDA approval. It's still slept on, in my opinion. BT's price target. Oh, Nano Dimension price target. Okay, so you want a Nano Dimension price target, man? At least $20, in my opinion. Regardless of what happens in the next few months. Following Aqua Bounty, they did some direct offerings. Aqua Bounty, they did 2, I believe. Now they're gonna have like 200 million on their balance sheet. Have a lot of cash, no debt. I think Sensonics could outcompete Dexcom. I would like to believe so. I would really like to believe so, especially if it's going to be something that people with type 1 or type 2 diabetes are going to be able to just insert in their arm and forget about it. I mean, I guess it could be considered invasive because it's in your arm, but like once it's in there, it's not going to go anywhere, you know? Nano Dimension went to 1,500 per share. That would actually be really insane. It's a good strike price. Okay, I'm going to start from the bottom of the chat. I'm so sorry, guys. It's really hard to get to all of you. Shout out, brother. George K. Yeah, dude. Of course you can get a shout out. Dude, you've been here on this channel for like... Man, when did I see you on this channel? You were in the channel before I was even at like 1,000 subscribers. You were in the hundreds. I remember that. Aren't you patron on the Patreon? There's a lot of you in there now, and it's really hard to keep track of every single person. So I apologize if I don't remember if you're in the group, but on YouTube I easily recognize your name, man. CLSN. Okay, I will look up CLSN for you. CLSN. It's a biotechnology company that does what? Innovative cancer treatments. It's one among many out there. I really can't say too much just because I haven't looked too much into that. Individual stock versus options. I prefer owning stock. I prefer to own stock, especially if it's a company that like I'm really like I have a lot of high conviction on that company, and I have a good feeling that they're going to do well based on information, not just, you know, feelings. It's, you really have to be able to back up your investment decision. Options are good for if you are trying to, you know, you want to leverage your money, because each option contract will behave similar to 100 shares. So it is leverage, but the cost of that leverage is you could lose 100% of your investment. So keep that in mind also. Then again, options, if you can't afford a stock right now, like if you want to buy 100 shares, or let's say you can afford 60 shares right now, but you want 100, you could just buy the option contract and then wait until you could buy the other 40 shares and then just exercise it down the road. Thoughts about bingo? Dude, I really don't know too much about bingo. I just know it's in the genomic space, and like I feel like genomics is a different beast, man. Like how do you understand genomics if you've never been in medical school? You know what I mean? I guess you could say the same thing for Sensonics and diabetes, but I know people with diabetes, so I have an idea of how it works. Genomics is just a whole nother beast. Good to see you. What's up, Promo? How are you doing? General John. You always call me General. It's like I'm in the military or something. CCIV will merge with Lucid. Isn't that in the... Didn't they already state that or not? Or they announced that with Lucid? I don't see why they wouldn't. DraftKings. I have not looked into DraftKings too in depth. The sports betting and things like that. I know it's going to be a bigger market, especially right now because of CV19 and all that. TRXC. I forgot what TRXC is. 97 viewers and 32 likes. I know, right, guys? Come on, you got to hit that like button. Are you selling any Nano Dimension? Currently, no. I sold Nano Dimension for Bitcoin like a month and a half ago now already, and it was definitely not a bad idea in my opinion. I'm definitely not complaining about that. Piled into to get back some losses from AMC, and then they took Nano Dimension profits today. Yeah, it could be. It would be really hard to say for certain, for sure. Like your channel. Thank you, Tui. I appreciate it. Tui Nguyen. I hope I said your name right. Nano Dimension became my largest holding. Thanks for helping me find the stock. Didn't set out for my biggest, so it will trim a bit soon. Yeah, it was the same way for me. I went really heavy into Nano Dimension. At one point, it was like more than half of my portfolio. I started... So with Nano Dimension, it was around... I noticed it when it was around $2 and like 20 cents. But, you end up noticing different stocks, around these price points. And then you see them run, like Fuel Cell Energy. What was the big one? Blink, Charging. What was the other one? Sun Power. What was it called? Power Plug. There you go. That one. I saw that one was super cheap. I am not selling Nano Dimension right now, but anyways, yeah, I saw it around $2, and then I had like 1,000 shares at $2, and then I think I averaged up to like $3 for another. Did I average in? No, I think it ran to like $6,000, and then I sold half, and then it dropped again, and then ever since that point, I had averaged in. That's kind of how that went. The biggest change I made to my investment strategy since I started. Okay, so we know that this is not a normal market environment. Ever since CV19 started and the Treasury started printing money like crazy, like I took that as, okay, so I don't know if you guys follow Michael Saylor. Okay, I'm not going to be, big like Bitcoin right now or anything. I'm going to focus strictly on the dollar. So they're pumping out a ton of dollars, and we don't get to participate in any of that. So if the Treasury can just keep making more money, and that money is getting fed to us in the form of like stimulus, or it ends up in business, like the PPP loans and all that stuff, all of that money is going to circulate in the markets, and it's going to find its way somewhere. Once people pay off their debt, they're going to be... I think I'm real. Oh, Richard Allen's in here. Once all this money starts to get printed, it has to go somewhere. So literally the market right now is still primed to keep going up, in my opinion. Like seriously, there's really no reason. We might see some corrections, okay, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing pointing to the market just, plummeting like we saw in March. I don't think that's the case. Okay, what did I miss Richard say? And the rest of you, hold on. What TRXC? I have not looked into that. Price prediction for Sensonics. I'm thinking at least $4 in the short term. I think it will go above $4 at least in the short term, which is like what, 70% or something. Okay, there's Richard's hello. Bitcoin versus Ethereum. I'm kind of a Bitcoin maximalist. It has all the support. Institutions are buying Bitcoin. They're not really buying Ethereum. F3 from Nano Dimension. Yeah, exactly. I really want to look at the F3. That's the whole point I came in here. At least one of the points, besides thanking you guys for all the support over the last several months. This is actually, yes, he is real. Richard Allen is real. Do I day trade? No, I just like to invest in really good stocks, really good companies, and just hold them. I will sell if I do see another opportunity. And check out BioLace, Bitcoin, huh, John? Yep. Yeah, dude. Yes, Bitcoin. It is real. Bitcoin is real. F3 Nano Dimension. Tell us what I know. I don't know enough about that one. That's the whole point I came on here. Maybe you guys could help me look at that. Okay, so I know there's going to be like... Here, I'll actually pull that up. Let me see. Do you guys want to hear me read some of the things that I think could be of interest in their most recent filing today? Or do you just want to ask random questions outside of this, and maybe I could just make a video on this later, at least based on some more research? If I made a video on this right now, I would not know nearly enough to make a really good video. 2022 price prediction for 2022. Dang, dude, that's actually not that long for now. 2022 is what, not even a whole year. Kind of stuck in 2020. $1,000 Tesla. Nobody warns you before a crash. Yes, this is true. Do I see Sensonics or Nano Dimension doing better within the next 6 months? Return-wise, I think Sensonics has a bigger catalyst in the short term within the next 6 months. Nano Dimension does have their merger, which they probably would announce by then. Man, actually, that's a really good question. I'm not sure. I mean, from $2, Nano Dimension has already run like, what, 5x? 6x? 7? How many people are in here now? We got 125 of you. Man, this thing is packed. What's up, everyone? Everyone else who's joined in a little bit later than everyone else, how are you guys doing? Stuck in Nokia? Ooh. Yeah, see, that's something that you have to be careful of, is following big price runs like that. Covered calls on Nano Dimension. It's not weekly. I sold a, I think it was a 700, no, it was a 70-cent contract, but I had 1,000 shares, so I collected like $700. But then it crashed a little bit, and I bought it back for like 600, so I got to keep $100 there. And so far, I think they only have contracts for once a month. BioLace. I don't know anything about BioLace. Is JagX and OBSV? Is JagX like... Oh, that's that one company, Jaguar or something. I think I remember hearing about that. I don't know anything about it. OBSV, I also have not looked at. I've been laser focused on several companies right now. Any blockchain companies? No. Like Marastock and what was the other one? I forgot the other one's name. Okay, so they do want me to read it? Okay, I'll look into it. Okay, if more people talk about the F3, I will read it right now, and we can come to a collective discussion about their most recent filing, about the warrants, what you guys think about this. I don't think the implications are huge, but from what I read on the surface, Yoav Stern did exercise like 2 million of the American depository shares that he had warrants for. So I think he has like 6 million left. Akbani price prediction. Could not tell you. I was thinking like $10 when it was like $4 or $5, but we've already passed that, so I'm not sure what the new price target is. How soon will Sensonics reach $4? Dude, I have no idea. I wish I knew. Short to medium term, I think there could be some catalyst of some kind. Maybe they release something as far as progress for the FDA. Maybe they release something for their 365-day version. Even though they haven't even gotten the 180-day version approved yet, they can still work on another 1-year version. Yes, F3. F3, okay, I got another one. Palantir. I know Palantir works with the government. They do like deep learning, data analytics. Is it deep learning or am I wrong there? I know they can. I know people have compared them to the supercomputer in Minority Report, just cross-referencing so much information that it predicts crimes before it happens. BlockFi. Richard Allen, BlockFi. So using, okay, and wait, in what way? What do I think about BlockFi? It depends. Have I heard of Nano Dimension, Addison Stone Investing? I think I have. I have heard of Nano. Like maybe once. BlockFi, they offer loans with Bitcoin as collateral, so you can give some Bitcoin and you have to have certain margin and they'll lend you some money on it. I think it's 30% of your Bitcoin. I think it's a 30% loan to value. And they also offer the ability for you to earn interest on your Bitcoin. So if you are trying to earn interest on your Bitcoin and are okay with not having custody of your Bitcoin, that is also an option. I think Gemini is their custodian, and if you guys don't know, the Winklevoss twins own Gemini, and I guess there's their that's their credibility there. XL Fleet, I think those are the trucks. Aren't they going to be competing with? Wait, no, is XL Fleet kind of just an add-on to already diesel trucks, or is theirs full electric? Don't remember. I think aren't they going to be competing with like Lordstown and yeah, Ride Stock? Any SPACs on my radar? I'm waiting. Okay, there's a SPAC called SRAC, Special Road Acquisition. They've been delaying their launch to test their taxi service for satellites, their space taxi. They keep delaying it, but valuations have still been going up. So I feel like if they have a flop there, price could come down. So I'm kind of just waiting for that launch to see what happens, because that would, give a little bit more proof of concept for their stock. But I am looking at SRAC, which would probably end up in the new ARC X fund once they release it. Okay, I'm getting another. Wait, is that the same F3 that I saw earlier? Okay, QuantumScape. That's the battery company, right? It's going to be really hard to compete with Tesla in terms of making really reliable batteries with a lot of charge cycles. Retrofitted, yeah, like Hyliion but electric, not only gas. Yeah, I got you. Okay, I feel like I messed some stuff. Okay, let me pull up the F3 and then we can look at that. Can look at it. Can you guys see my screen? It doesn't mean it's going to get cut in half. What's going to end up happening is there might be more registered direct offerings, so we don't really lose any value in our stock, but we don't get any gains because they're essentially sharing the pie with big institutions and we get to keep our slice. It doesn't make the slice any smaller or bigger, but they're going to share more pieces with other investors. Rolls-Royce. I have not looked into Rolls-Royce enough. They have really nice cars, though. I know that much. They make big engines. Well, they make like cruise ship engines, and things like that. Romeo Power. Bingo. Like I said, hard to understand genomics. Like, how can you understand genomics confidently when you haven't been, unless you're like a medical student in that space? It's really hard to even see how you can be relatively confident with what exactly they're doing. What sectors of the market? I feel like the way, so what I've noticed is I feel like the way I invest is companies that are dominating their vertical markets. So looking at, let's say, specifically like manufacturing, I'm thinking Nano Dimension is going to be a big one. Electric vehicles and energy. Um, Tesla, I feel like, has that in the bag already. Sensonics, they're going to rule diabetes if they can get things approved. Um, kind of niche markets in a sense. I mean, I guess you could say Nano Dimension is not a vertical market because you could implement their products pretty much anywhere. But I guess in a sense, if you're just looking at manufacturing, I guess it is a vertical there. Crypto is here to stay. It sure is. I believe so. Also, triple digit. Maybe one day. I think if it's triple digit right now, though, it's kind of ahead of itself because Nano Dimension still has to scale up the production of their machines, and they have to have a lot more future materials that they still have not quite gotten there yet. But we do have the AME Academy on the 23rd, so you guys can sign up for that. I don't know. Do you guys want me to put the link for AME Academy if you have not done that or signed up? Then you can join that, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be just a live stream with a few of these guys in like a Zoom call, and maybe they'll have one of the machines behind them and doing stuff. ADA Cardano. I have not looked into Cardano. Chainlink. These are cryptos, by the way. Cardano and Chainlink. Chainlink is a cryptocurrency, correct? Cardano, I know for sure is. Zoom is your biggest winner today. Did you buy it yesterday, or has it always been a winner in your portfolio? I have not traded Zoom stock. Bitcoin price prediction by the end of the year 2021. Okay, so Bitcoin got a lot of attention today from a lot of big money. Big institutions were looking at Bitcoin today. Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy, you guys can look this up. He was hosting the Bitcoin for Corporations. Today was day 2. It started yesterday. Today is day 2. They're talking with a variety of corporations to implement Bitcoin into their businesses. And I think it is going to get a lot of attention. Now, as far as price target, I mean, I believe just one of them was expecting to have $25 billion in Bitcoin by the end of this year. So, I mean, that already by itself is, a pretty substantial part of the market cap. All the new Bitcoin mined is being bought up by Square, PayPal, Grayscale. So there's supply constraint there. And once the exchanges dry up, then that's when I think the prices are going to run. So I'm expecting, honestly, at least a $50,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year. And that's being ultra conservative. I don't want to give you guys exuberant numbers, but that's what I'm saying. At least 50K. Which is 20% more than its previous high, which would account for all the money that was printed last year by itself. The chip shortages automakers are experiencing. I mean, Nano Dimension could pretty much, theoretically, if they can get the algorithm good enough to get super ultra precise, they could, in theory, make whatever they want. ARC Swag, am I going to buy? What do you mean by ARC Swag? Like ETFs? I have not bought any of the ETFs. Are you talking about, like, clothing? Like ARC clothing? And NDM buying MTP? What do you mean? What are you talking about? I'm going to look that up right now. What are you talking about, bro? Is that a rumor? I'm sure it is. Well, I have not looked at this filing at all. I'm so busy reading your comments, guys. It's so tough to do both. I really want to read your comments, but I also want to do this as well. What do I own now? I own Tesla, Nano Dimension, Sensonics, and Bitcoin. Those are my 4 holdings right now. I'm putting half of my capital on Sensonics. It's up to your risk tolerance, man. It's totally up to your risk tolerance. I like to make portfolio changes based on fundamentals if they change, or if there's better opportunities that present themselves. Mara or Riot. I know Marathon Stock bought some Bitcoin. I'm not sure how much Bitcoin Riot holds. I think Mara also has the bigger Bitcoin mine, and also has a bigger order coming from Bitmain for their miners, I think, in the middle of this year. Riot has like a decently sized operation too, but I think valuation-wise, Mara does look more attractive. Unless that's changed today. I did not even look at that today. You know what? Hold on. You know what? It's true. I'll just show you guys my portfolio real quick. Hey, we're in the red, guys. In case you guys wondered, this is what I'm holding. This is what is in my watch list. I have a bunch, but I have not gotten there yet. But yeah, if you guys want to see performance, this is, yeah, it was definitely a ride last year. But I'm going to look at Marathon Stock. It's $22. Yep, that makes sense. We'll go back on the chat. They actually have a new clothing line? What? That's sick, dude. Holding any large cap. You tweeted me? Okay. Why is Sensonics down? Because markets are manic and don't care. It's like the honey badger. It just, if it wants to stay down today, it'll stay down as long as it needs to. But the price targets that I was saying that are going to be really crucial levels to watch is going to be above $4 and below $2 if it gets that low. They're donating 100% of the profits. Dude, that's sick. That's good on them. Call options for March. Buy Sensonics call options. I think I had a couple of them. Line goes to charity. That's awesome. Honey badger don't. They don't. Every time I hear the honey badger, my God, it's like the second time my voice cracked. Every time I hear the honey badger's name, I just think of that one video. Honey badger doesn't care. Honey badger doesn't give a. I don't want to say anything that would like demonetize the channel, but yeah, it's really funny. Will Tesla dip to 650? Dude, I am not sure, man. I wish I could tell you. What's up, WB3? How are you doing? Nice to see you around. Clove lawsuit. Depends what it's about. Hold on, let me go. We're gonna go back here. I'll look at the F3 in a little bit. I'm just interacting with you guys first. Old school viral videos are the best. Yeah, they are. 700. Nano Dimension. Yep. Nano Dimension represent. 2:30 a.m. Oh man, it's late. Are you in the UK, Z Gamer? You're probably in the UK. All right, man. Well, have a good night. Hi from Singapore. Yeah, I have a few of you guys watching from Singapore. That's so cool to me that like people on the other side of the planet are actually watching my videos. It's so cool to me. Half your capital in Sensonics is totally up to your risk tolerance. Is it half of like $5,000 or is it half of $1 million? Really depends. I haven't even watched The Big Short yet. I have not watched The Big Short yet. Isn't that the guy who made like like 500 million on GameStop? Or he made some exuberant amount of money on GameStop last week. Ethereum, I know Ethereum is going to get off mining. There's not going to be any more Ethereum mining at some point. I don't know when they're going to roll it out, but I think it's called Ethereum 2.0, where they're going to do proof of stake over proof of work. Not sure. Um, when do I see a correction? I feel like we had a small correction. Maybe we'll see another 10% correction. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised. I need to watch The Big Short. I will. Michael Burry, yeah. I think this guy's autistic, and that makes him smarter than everybody, right? Because people with autism are just like super freaking smart. Short of the housing market. Dude, yeah, that's insane. What is the best app for free screening the stock? Like to do stock like technical analysis or for fundamental information? Fundamentals, you just go to the SEC Edgar on Google. You type in the ticker symbol and you'll see all of their filings. If you're talking about technical analysis, I use TradingView, the free version. I tried using Webull, didn't like it. There's Thinkorswim, but I have not gone out of the way to set up that platform, so I just simply never used it. I was okay with TradingView. It's all I really need. I just need to be able to put horizontal support and resistance, be able to mark it up, take notes on it, arrows, things like that. You know, you just take notes on your stock like you would take notes on anything, really. Price target Nano at the end of 2021. If they announce an acquisition that's like a really good one, and we do some research on their acquisition and find some really compelling evidence for a lot of growth in the short term, I could easily see like a $25, $30 Nano, probably doubling again, just because the market cap's so small. I'm not invested in Ethereum at all, not at all. I have zero Ethereum. $35 Nano Dimension end of year, possibly. I feel like we need some catalysts at this point because the only catalyst we're getting right now is direct offerings. Better than trading. Mumu? I've heard of Mumu. See, this is not the first time I've heard of Mumu. How are they? Is it like a really nice platform? It's not clunky or anything? Like, I feel like Webull kind of has a clunky platform, but they have a lot of tools there, and I like the chat and all of that. It's really nice. Why I know Ethereum? Because what's a good reason? Just because I know the wave is behind Bitcoin. Bitcoin's for store value, and if I'm going to invest in cryptocurrency, that's where I see myself concentrating my money first, is going to be in store value. Argo blockchain, I did hear of Argo. Any lithium plays? How is Piedmont Lithium? I remember the second they announced a contract with Tesla, that stock went pretty crazy. It was like 10 or 15 bucks, went straight to like $60. Piedmont, PLL, right? Yeah. Yeah, it was seven. It was sub $6. Went straight to 40 plus. Turn on donations. Turn on donations? How do I do that? How do I turn on donations? Can one of you guys tell me how I can do that? Moomoo's great. Yeah, I heard really good things about Moomoo. Asian audience, right? Aren't they based in Beijing? Our company that has a revenue. Yeah, they're gonna, whoever they're acquiring, they might acquire two businesses. One for immediate revenues, where they can implement their nano services, and then another company in order to improve the technology and possibly make it a better business. Yeah, I didn't know I could turn on donations. That's new to me. I have no idea how to do that, so yeah, I probably should have thought about that. I do. Give me 1 second. I guess I'll figure that out later. It's all good. The Sensonics, the longer it stays in that little channel between $2 and $3, the harder it's gonna pop. You want to send me Bitcoin? Yeah, I tried looking it up. It didn't really give me clear instructions. Thank you, Rocket Trades. PayPal tag. Dang. Well, hold on. I'll figure this out. I will figure it out one way or another. Where are the chats? Super Bowl announcement. Lucid announcement. Huh. That'd be crazy. Thanks for all the good videos. Thanks, WB3. Sweetest trade. Congrats. Thank you so much. Bitcoin donations. I sure did. Yeah. There's only so many of them, right? Price target for Sensonics at least $4. At least $4. It might dip under 2 before it does that, though. I'll just throw that in there. Hello from the Philippines. Thank you so much, Mike. Bitcoin, Ethereum, all donations is always welcome. Loyal fan, bro. What's up, Dougie? How you doing, man? Used margin to buy nano. Using margin to buy very volatile stocks is so risky. Using margin at all generally is very risky, because you can get margin called and you basically get forced out of a position that likely would have been profitable in the first place. That leverage, man, that leverage will get you. So that's why I warn against using margin at all. I have never used margin. I can say that with confidence. PayPal donation button to add to my page. I gotta figure out how to do that. Man, I'm such a rookie. Huge rookie on the YouTube live stream. I'll get better, though. We'll get better. Michigan in the house. Thank you, Jen. You're welcome. I have bought calls. So when I placed my Sensonics position, I actually sold some Nano Dimension and bought calls for the amount of shares that I took out of Nano. So that way I can at least buy it back at the same price. I paid a premium, but it doesn't expire for like a whole year. So I'm going to hold on to that. We don't consider Nano Dimension as a volatile stock, do we? It definitely is a volatile stock. Xavier, noise. Main issue. 3D systems and nano dimension should be long. Connecticut in the house. What's up, Brett? Okay, I'm gonna look this thing up. Give me 1 second. I hope this isn't too loud. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, I think I figured this out. Where do I go? Give me 1 second while I figure this out. Okay, I'm having to move my head because the camera actually blocks the monitor a little bit, and I have no way of actually setting up the camera to keep my background without moving over. Going to settings. Oh, I can. Wow, I can actually connect my PayPal. No way. That's crazy. Thank you guys for telling me, by the way. Like, I really appreciate it. Did it work? Do you guys see a button now? Or do I have to do something else? How do I do this? Okay, I'm sorry. I had to put the chat away for like a couple seconds. Skills. I have not looked into Skills enough. I believe this is the company that is doing, at least what I understand is they do peer-to-peer e-gaming, sports betting kind of deal, so you can run tournaments and competitions like that. Correct me if I'm wrong there. I think that industry is huge because gaming is huge. So if that takes off, then, I mean, yeah. Okay. He said negative. Does not work. Yeah, I have no idea how to enable that, so looks like I won't be able to receive any tips from you guys today, or donations, whatever you guys want to call it. Shoot your videos in time. Okay. Via cell phone apps. Okay. So just, is it specifically mobile games, or what? Not enough intervention. Yes, so I sold 300 shares of Nano, but I ended up buying 3 call options. So yeah, I'm willing to eat the loss on the call option if it doesn't go as planned. Zoom was on fire. Let's check it out. Or Zomedica. That's not Zoom. Why do I keep thinking Zoom? Zomedica. Yeah, it's just popping off. I'm not sure what the catalyst was, but I was looking at Zomedica. Fundamentally, I'm not sure if I like them, though. That's for sure. I mean, the stock price rose. That's great, but so did GameStop. And they're about to go bankrupt, so... Fundamentals, guys. Fundamentals. Thank you, FA. I appreciate it. What call on Nano Dimension did I get? I got a December contract. Hold on. I got 3 December contracts, I believe. Yeah, 3 December contracts. December 17th, $12.50. I paid... cost $12.50. I paid $8.30 each, so they were very expensive. Think about MBRX. I will look, Denise. Give me 1 second. It's a biotech company. What do they work on? Oncology drug candidates. See, that's like, I feel like the cancer side of biotech. Like, how do you understand that, you know? I mean, besides, you know, having FDA approvals and things like that, what stops another company from, you know, developing the same thing? You know, I'm not too sure. I mean, do they have revenues? I mean, it's a biotech company, so I feel like those companies really don't have revenues most of the time until they actually have stuff that are approved. I mean, honestly, I feel like money's just getting pumped into the markets and fundamentals don't even matter anymore. It's insane. The markets are so crazy now. They just had an offering. I mean, if stock price rose, they're definitely going to have an offering. Did they have an offering at like $5 a share or something? Did they post it on the SEC Edgar research tool already? Maxer, man, a lot of you are pulling. A lot of these tickers are actually companies I have never heard of. MTP, Meditech Pharma, another pharmaceutical company. I feel like right now the wave is in the pharmaceutical stocks. Drug delivery technology company. R&D medicine for rare cancers. Okay, yet again. Partnered programs. Okay. So, like, what I like to look for when I'm looking at stocks is, first of all, financial position. I always go straight to the balance sheet and see what kind of position they're in at the time. If it's September 30th, I mean, if they had Q3 earnings and, we're in January now and they haven't released Q4, Q3 might not be accurate at all. So it's pretty smart to just wait until Q4 comes out and then you have an idea. But I like to look at the financials. I like to see that they have a lot of cash or at least enough to cover current liabilities. So that way they're not scrambling for money every quarter. Depending on what kind of company it is, if it's like a growth stock, you're not going to see a ton of profitability because they're trying to feed money back into the business to scale. Depending on the product, you want to see proof of concept, so it has to be something that works. I'd really like to see intellectual property that they own, so patents, things that they have the ability to license out, like Nano Dimension and their software. What else do I like? And leadership, very important. Also, unique product that is very hard to enter and compete with. Pharma is risky. That's why I really haven't looked in too many places besides Sensonics, because I feel like that's really all the medical sector exposure that I need. Starlink. Astra is similar to Starlink. Yeah, but here's the thing that Starlink has that Astra doesn't have, and that is SpaceX. Elon Musk owns both, so it's going to be really hard to compete with Starlink. Favorite plays right now besides Nano Dimension and Sensonics? In terms of stocks, I mean, if I don't know where else to put my money, I just buy Tesla stock. That I feel so right now. Again, the market sentiment is you can't leave money in the bank because you're gonna dilute yourself to inflation and more money printing. You can't leave it in savings because you're gonna get sub 1% interest per year. If you put it in a bond, it's just as bad. CDs just as bad. So money is just feeding the markets. Really, I'm sure you could pick 3 or 4 random letters, and if it's been read the last 6 months, there's a chance there's going to be a price spike in it. I'm not going to say it's guaranteed. It's not financial advice, but I'm saying that if it is red stock and it has not been touched for a while, there's a chance that money is just going to run into it just because valuations aren't quite in tune with how the rest of the market is right now, which is super inflated. Desktop metal I have not looked into enough. Isn't that a Chamath Palihapitiya backed stock company? Astra's working with NASA. I'll look at it. Hoon, I never said hi, dude. Next stock I plan to invest in. I'm really just on the sidelines right now. I'm just looking. I'm still looking. I have not decided to buy anything yet. I know MCAC is merging with Playboy, and I think if you were to just hide all the Playboy bunnies, the Playboy like bunny logos, and you just looked at the financials, they look super enticing. Elon has a large brain. Yeah, he does. This is a rumor, right? That Elon's on the autism spectrum. How accurate is that? Is that real? To Maxer. That's the second time I've seen this. Didn't I just look that up? By the way, thank you guys for being in the stream now. I don't even know how long the stream's been going. I feel like it's already been like an hour. So thank you guys for sticking around. You guys are amazing. Saving is the biggest scam of all time from banks. Yeah, man, they could just dilute your savings. It's legal theft by the treasury, by the banks. They could just keep borrowing money for free right now and then giving it to us in the form of loans. Pumping all my cash into stocks and crypto. Yup. Yeah, majority of my net worth, all of my net worth is in stocks. Wife gets pissed. They don't understand. You have to teach them, Hoon. You have to teach. You know a way you can teach your wife, Hoon? Just show her what $1 would have bought you, like, even 50 years ago, and then show her the same basket of goods, or show her the same $1 in purchasing power, like what $1 could buy you 50 years ago compared to what it could buy you now. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe Fed. Maybe just invest in Doge. I'm not touching that freaking coin. I'm not touching Dogecoin. It's such a meme coin. It was literally made for a joke. It was actually made as a joke, and because it's really, I don't know how, I don't know what security features it has. I'm not sure what kind of blockchain they decided to use, like proof of work or whatever, but just because it's there doesn't mean it's valuable. Institutions are not buying Doge. Stutter sometimes. Yeah, Elon is so smart. He really is a freaking genius. But it's not just Elon. He has a ton of pretty much the best engineers who, I mean, everyone out of engineering school wants to flock to Tesla anyways. So, I mean, all these smart people work for Elon regardless. So it is Elon along with the brain, the collective minds of a bunch of other people. $20 gold coin, that's worth $1,800 now. You paid $20 for your Doge and it's worth $1,800 now? Man. Yeah, same. Bitcoin was $10. I had no idea about Bitcoin back then. Okay, guys, I'm probably going to be on stream for probably another 10 minutes, 12 minutes, and then I'm going to hop off. So just letting you guys know, warning you in advance. That's what makes him so smart. Yeah, no, I can agree with that. He definitely has a vision. And what's crazy is in his mind, this vision is pretty much a simple vision because it's simply solving a very big problem. But, I mean, I guess not many people have the resources to think about solving very, very big problems like energy and transportation. So I guess that's why a lot of people don't make it that far. But he definitely set himself very well with PayPal. And I think it was X.com, right? Or X.com that turned into PayPal. So instead of the Model S when it first came out, we would be... No. Dang. Okay, what does she say to that? What does she say to that? I hope you have full self-driving on the Model S, by the way. Because the price on FSD went up again. I look taller in person. Arnie's... What? I am like 5'11" and a ½ inch. I'm almost 6 foot tall. I like to believe, at least. I'm probably closer to 5'11", but shh, don't say anything. Planet 13, cannabis stocks with Biden administration. Very good chance to see some more decriminalization / legalization on the federal level. That would be insane. I mean, they're growing anyways in their local market, but it's going to make it a lot easier for them to expand if the regulatory bodies allow. So I would definitely look for that if you're interested in Planet 13. Yup. Yeah, I'm not that tall, but I think the average male is like, what, 5'8" or something? I don't do options trade for Tesla. Have a lot of extra money. That's how you trade options for Tesla. Because exercising those contracts are an arm and a leg right now. Thank myself and you for putting you onto Nano Dimension. Yeah. Honestly, like, when I first saw Nano Dimension for $2 a share, this is why I say it's important to look at their financials, because you could see the disparity in valuations versus what they have. I looked on their balance sheet. They had man, how much did they have on? I think it was Q2. What was available to us at the time when I noticed them, and I think they were sitting on like 18 million or 20 million, and they had like a 50 million valuation or something at the time, or 90 million. Sorry, they had a no, they had like 45 million dollars on the balance sheet and around 90 million dollar valuation. So in my mind, I said, okay, so the building, the business costs 90 million dollars, and it comes, if you buy the business for 90 million, it comes with 45 million. So then you have to basically justify the other 45 million valuation. Okay, is this technology worth 45 million dollars to you? That's how I saw it. I thought it was freaking amazing at that price. So I just jumped on it, and I read more and more and more. I kept reading on it, and I looked into the SEC filings. So if you guys don't do that, like if you find a company that you are like, oh my gosh, this company is amazing, like Nano Dimension or Sensonics, all you have to do is go into their quarterly reports and their annual reports and just read them. And they honestly tell you so much information in there. So don't be afraid to just spend 10-15 minutes and just read it. Like, I'm sure you guys have read a book in your time, right? You guys read blogs and articles on the internet all day. Just take the time to read the quarterly reports, and you get a lot of information from it. BNGO. I already talked about BNGO earlier. If you're thinking about Tesla options, just buy the stock. Like if you're, I'm not a financial advisor. I have to disclose this, obviously, but if you're thinking about options just because you want to make some money on Tesla stock, just buy the stock. Really. Yeah, dude, with Sensonics, what made Sensonics appeal to me so much is that they were as close as they are to FDA approval on a 6-month version that there's simply nothing on the market that can compete with it. Um, it sounds amazing, does it not? Even on paper, it sounds amazing. But then when you actually see, the testimonials and things of people who have used the 90-day version right now, it really is a compelling product. The thing we have to worry about is that they can remain profitable, which I believe they can, because whenever they sell the inventory to Essentia, it's a fixed price. So with Sensonics, once it leaves their warehouse, it is out of their hands. They don't have to worry about it anymore. It is up to the distributor. So, I mean, obviously the distributor is going to want a really good product to distribute to everybody with diabetes. So it's in our best interest for them to, be profitable, make a good product for Essentia to distribute. Sensonics makes the money up front, and then whatever they wanted to resell the Eversense glucose monitors for after the fact, that's up to them. If they price it too high, maybe it won't sell. The big thing here is there's more insurance coverage. And also the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services did approve or released a new fee schedule for 2021, including the insertion and removal of interstitial glucose monitoring devices. So definitely look at that. We are going to see more of that for sure. There's nothing you can argue with that. These are facts. $220 was lucky, never been. Dude, yeah, holy crap. Pre-split? Did you buy it $220 pre-split? Man, if you bought it $220 pre-split, man, kudos to you, Hoon. That is awesome. John Benedetto, dude, you're awesome. Thank you so much for saying that. Yeah, okay, so also, if you guys did not know this, Sensonics, when they submit their their 6-month version of the Eversense, which I think is going to be called the Eversense 180 in the US. It's the Eversense XL in Europe, but in the US it's the Eversense 180. When they submit that, they actually submit a I forget what it's called. I think it's like what is it called? It's like permission for the FDA, or asking permission from the FDA to leave the monitors in, I believe, 30 patients. So to leave it in them to continue a full year version of the monitors there, just to test how they work, the 180-day versions for a full year. And then depending how that goes, then they're going to, I believe, conduct another study for another full year. and then they'll be able to apply for that version. And if this one goes through for the 180-day version, it is likely that the 365-day version would get approved. I'm going to imagine sometime in maybe late next year, we would see something like that. Late 2022, maybe even early 2023. How much am I invested? In Sensonics, I have like 3,000-ish shares. It takes up like a third of my portfolio right now, almost. Some would call that reckless, but I think it is calculated risk. Dude, man, that is insane. Hoon, kudos to you, man. I hope you like still have a majority of it. You know, maybe you sold a share to take your wife somewhere nice dinner or something, but I really hope you kept the majority of it. Approved by insurance paying Sensonics. Your insurance approved the Eversense? Yeah, David, that would actually be pretty smart, dude. Like have a nice list and ask. I'm really curious to see if they have any breakthroughs in the materials that we simply don't know about. I think the F3 they just released today mentioned something about Israeli regulations limiting what they're allowed to tell us, which I think has to do with like why they're being so mysterious with the merger and acquisition. And I'm not sure if that's something that expires. I think it's under JOBS. It's something revolving around that. You guys could look that up. But man, I really wonder what kind of materials they're going to present to us, if any new ones. Thank you, Ryan. I will try. Is tomorrow a good time to get by? Kenneth, when it was $2, did you ask yourself the same question? Maybe you didn't know about it then, but what I will say is that it is a lot cheaper than it was at $18 right now. This is not financial advice. Just my opinion. You just got here? Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I did talk about Nano. We talked about Nano. You should be able to go back on this chat. I didn't talk about Nano Dimension super in depth the whole time. I was really just interacting with you guys. So there's really a lot of random miscellaneous content in this video, in this live stream. So I don't know, you might just have to look for it. I mean, if you guys have questions on Nano Dimension, please let me know, because I'm probably about to get off very soon. So just ask some questions and I will get to that. I think it's a lot easier to answer your questions in live stream anyways, just because it's really hard to get everything in the videos. There really is. Because when I record my videos, I end up thinking on the spot, and then I pause, and then I think on the spot, and then a lot of stuff when I edit videos gets cut out anyways. So if I made a reel of nothing but like things that don't make the video, it would be the most cringy video ever, man. Yeah, Warren Buffett, he said that imagine you had a punch card with 20 stamps on it, and each one of those stamps represented an investment, and there were the only 20 stamps you had in your entire life. You would be very careful in what you invest in. And he said you don't even have to be right on all of them. You just have to be right on some of them. I would say at least maybe half. So even if you're wrong half the time, he said you would still become very rich. It's the long game. Trading $100 on Robinhood 2 days made $75. Man, those are insane returns. In a day? Imagine doing that with like $1 million. That would be super reckless, by the way. Not financial advice. Don't do it. Sold wife's car to buy shares of Tesla. Oh, that's actually really funny. I heard how is invested on knowing when to take profits and actually enjoy the money. Okay, so in that regard, if you're trying to decide if you should take profits or if you should just keep your position, Okay, all right. I'll cover this. Maybe another question after that. Okay, so when to take profits? If you see another opportunity, so something that looks really compelling. So in my opinion, I saw Sensonics as that, so that's why I went a little heavy on Sensonics. I still have 700 shares of Nano with 3 call option contracts that I plan on exercising. But the point is if you're going to sell your stock, it's not because you want the cash. In my opinion, that is not why you should do it. If you sell your stocks, it's because you need to show some income. Maybe you're trying to buy something next year or something like that. You need to show some income. That could be a reason to sell it. So you do pay some tax on it, and then you can show that money. Um, Maybe you need the money for something really important. Like you have to ask yourself, if I pull money out of this stock, like Nano Dimension, like Tesla, like Sensonics, will I be able to put it somewhere better? Holding cash is not smart right now, so remember that. Asset inflation is real right now. Like on my Facebook, I saw someone had a truck that they drove for 2 years, and they put a bunch of miles on it, and they actually made $2,000 on the truck. And it wasn't even like some super exclusive exotic car or anything. It was just like a dually. Yeah, I saw that. The Nano Dimension has an interview on Bloomberg. Yeah, I did see that. Profitable day tomorrow. I'm buying more cents tomorrow. All right, Dougie, I see you. The plant writes that is not a real plant. It's fake, super fake. Hello, Demo. How's it going? Demo Gaming 808, welcome. We talk about stocks and investing, primarily a few stocks that I really like. That's why I cover them so extensively. But we talk about investing. What's up, Jason? Jason Pullen. Yeah, man, you too. Aren't you at 12,000 subscribers right now? If you guys have not already checked out Jason Pullen Investing, you guys should check out his channel. He has solid content there. I believe he's been talking about GameStop and AMC recently, but he has covered Nano Dimension. He's another finance YouTube. Actually, his initials is, I believe, how he really caught my attention, because we have the same initials. 1 year forecast on Sensonics. If they can get approved, I see them at least like doubling or tripling in price. The 180-day version, it's game changing. Thanks, Hoon. I know I've seen you around, man. I appreciate it a lot. What did I miss? I feel like I missed something. How can you learn how to options trade? Go on YouTube. There's a lot of material for options trading on YouTube. It doesn't mean that you should do it. If you're going to trade options, don't. I can't say financial advice. This is not financial advice. If you're going to trade options, in my opinion, it should be because you plan on either exercising that stock, as in buying the option contract later on, and you're trying to secure a price right now, or you simply are taking a risk and you just want to leverage into a position. Preferably to do the first, that you exercise your contracts. But yeah, just go on YouTube. Learn what the alpha, the beta, what is it, the theta and delta, right? I forget the Greeks, but they are relevant, so I would learn about that. Not interested in Aqua Bounty. I am interested in Aqua Bounty. I believe Aqua Bounty is the only FDA approved genetically modified food, or is it just salmon? Is it food or just salmon? I don't remember. Yeah, I agree, Brandon. It's better, in my opinion, to buy stocks and ride them as long as you can. Really, as long as the company is doing great things, actually contributing to society, why are you going to get rid of it? There's a finite amount of assets, right? We have a finite amount of shares that you could possibly ever own in a company, assuming they don't issue more and more shares over time, right? And then there's pretty much right now, as far as we know, there's an unlimited amount of cash, okay? And for the foreseeable future, they're going to keep printing cash. So if you're holding cash, you're going to be sharing with a lot of people. If you hold assets, there's not too much of their kind. And it's a lot preferable to get the good ones. Just the salmon, just meat. Tons of GMO veggies. What's up, David? How are you doing? Yeah, so I believe, okay, what I know about Aqua Bounty is they were working on a third farm for their salmon, and I'm not sure when they were going to open that farm, but I know they raised this money because the stock price was flying, and they're probably going to have more money for expansion. But I don't know if they're going to, wait on this third farm to produce before they work on the other ones, and they're just sitting on the cash, for safety. I don't blame them for having a bunch of cash. Having cash right now is a moat, but again, too much of it is a problem. Which is why okay, hear me out. What do you guys think about asking Nano Dimension to put 1% of their cash reserve in Bitcoin? And if it would be possible for us to vote on that. I personally believe they would be doing all of us a favor. 1% is nothing out of that cash stack right now. Not only that, do you think it would be enticing to investors? Let me know what you think. Salmar. Aqua Bounty has competition. Does Salmar have a better tasting salmon? Is it FDA approved like Aqua Bounty? I feel like that's the moat right now that Aqua Bounty has, is that first mover advantage and the fact that they're FDA approved. It's crazy. I was looking at Aqua Bounty when they were like $4, but it's okay. I missed that boat, but I was already concentrated on another boat that did well, so I really don't feel too bad. Because of the GMO aspect. Gotcha. Exactly. The genetically modified part is that's where the value is. Right. Okay. It's not about taste. They're trying to get them out as fast as possible and as much food as possible. Yeah, Aqua Bounty is just worried about overpopulation, right? Like there not being enough food for everybody, so they're working on this so they could work on implementing this across other foods. How low do I think Nano will go? I'm going to say last offering price, just based on previous trends. This is not financial advice. But I will say at least, I won't say at the most. I will say it is possible, at least based on previous trends, that it goes to or close to previous offering prices, which last time was around $9.50 a share was the last offering. That's Nano Dimension shoulder here. I would imagine there's got to be at least one analyst there listening. Yeah, I think there's got to be at least one of them in there. Can you guys see the chat, by the way, the chat box on my video? Probably not. I just realized that. Yeah. Don't think so. Whoa, okay, there is chat. Now there's chat. Man, there's all this chat just popped up. All right, guys, are there any last questions before I get off the live stream? Like, I want to be able to answer your guys' questions. Any, general things, I would be okay. You think ArcX will add Nano Dimension? I think so too. It would be smart of them. Am I married? No, I'm not married. Thoughts on Workhorse? Oh no, give me one second. Oh god. Okay, sorry about that. My dogs just went crazy. Okay, last question. When is the approval date? They said sometime either June 30th or sooner. First half of this year is when they're expecting it. Oh yeah, you're the second person to ask, David. The plant is not real. It is fake as hell. fake plant, but it looks nice, so that's why I have it there. That one too. That one back there, also fake. Thanks for your time. You're welcome, Erico. Say hello to me when I join your Patreon. All right, I will, Brandon. I got you. I will say hello. Hope you find new ones like Syntonics. When is the next live stream? Honestly, this live stream was completely spontaneous. I don't know. I was just like, all right, I got really excited when I hit 12,000 subscribers. So I just said like, all right, I didn't do a 10,000 subscriber live stream. So I said, screw it. I'm going to do a 12,000 subscriber live stream. So, yeah, it was spontaneous. I don't know when I'm going to do another one. How should I, you know what? I will announce it on the Patreon whenever I'm about to do a live stream, because that's the easiest way for me to get the message out to people. And it's the easiest way. Maybe I'll do a private, maybe I'll carry on a private live stream on the Patreon. What do you guys think? I was thinking at least maybe once a week though. That could be something that I would be able to do. I won't guarantee it, but I will be doing live streams. Love this live stream, man. Do it every hour. I'll try, Brandon. Life happens, man. When I'm doing the live stream, I can't research. I mean, I guess I can, but I'm gonna be really quiet and you're just gonna be listening to me breathing, if that was the case. Kumquat tree. Nice. Tomato tree, yeah. It's a mini tomato tree. Be like Kevin, live your life online. Full transparency. Does Kevin ever like just walk around his house? Does he do that? PC set up for gaming. Yes, I do have I have everything for gaming on this computer except a really nice graphics card. When I built the computer, I didn't want to spend on a graphics card quite yet, just because I think the CPU already has a built-in one. I didn't really need it, but then I couldn't play anything, and I have the computer for it, so I got that one. But yeah, I have a pretty decent computer, I would say. Everything besides the graphics card is pretty good. Bombardier, PS5 or Xbox? PC. Before PC, I played Xbox games. Yeah, it was actually fun when I used to be able to play video games. Now I just read. But I still play video games. Into an avatar. What does that even mean? You should do it on YouTube so I get new subscribers. You know what? Yeah, that's a good idea, Hoon. Good idea. I will announce it on my videos. IPOE, that is SoFi, correct? Yeah. IPOE SoFi. I opened an account with SoFi. I put in $50. I have not bought any stocks with it. SoFi, you can buy stocks. There's no pre-market or after-hours trading, I believe, and there's no options trading. So it's really user-friendly, though. I like the platform. It looks nice. It's a good way to manage your personal finances. So if you're just trying to sort that out, I think it's an excellent product. For the stock, I think it has potential. The business has potential. The stock has potential. Of course, once the merger happens, the downside is unlocked. But, I mean, if you want to wait for that, that's on you. I have not bought IPOE stock. I will disclose that. I have not bought IPOE. Yeah, I am still here. Yes. Bitcoin mining or gaming. Yeah, I'm not Bitcoin mining. It's not profitable to mine Bitcoin anymore on GPUs. It is, you need the ASIC miners in order to do it because they're pretty much designed. The mining difficulty wouldn't allow for profitable mining right now on these GPUs. Or it uses too much energy. It doesn't work. Not anymore. CCIV warrants. Okay, guys. Any last questions? Because I'm actually gonna get off, like very soon. Just ask away. RKF, I can't make sense to keep up with fintech. Yeah, I know, right? That makes sense. Yeah, like if you don't have time to read about the stocks you invest in, it's probably not financial advice. A better idea to get a ETF, like one of ARK's ETFs in those specific companies. Not financial advice. Good investment long term. Tesla, 100%. I've heard others say that buying Tesla stock is like buying an ETF of energy for the future. There's a pretty good analogy, in my opinion. SoFi is like Robin without the shady CEO. Yeah, I guess you could look at it like that. So I'm talking to you on this headset, by the way, or this microphone, not this one. I probably just got really loud. I'm so sorry. Electronic vehicle recycling. Brian, I'm gonna look into that. ABML. I will look into that. From Saskatchewan. I hope I said that right. I have not heard of the LiDAR spec. Oh, okay. So the new one they're trying to get approved, Go7, the new one they're trying to get approved is actually improved from the European version. This one they're pushing for once a day calibration. And I don't think I haven't heard of a finger prick required. I don't think you need the finger prick. As far as I know, it just they implant it in your arm and then you don't worry about it. Thank you so much, Jose. Um, I don't know. They say in life you have to believe in something, stand for something, or you'll fall for anything kind of deal. So I said, screw it. This honestly sounds like something. There's no reason to be fearful if you have the facts and information in front of you. So just don't go based on emotion. Just find as much as you can to further validate um, your investing ideologies, I guess. Not to be too wordy. Share meeting will be like. I don't know. I don't think he's going to surprise us with breaking news. I think they're just trying to get this money. That's it. In my opinion, I'm pretty sure that's it. It's that close to a Tesla plant like ABML, but it's recycling, right? So it's not like I guess I don't really understand that. Okay, I'm gonna say, all right. So if it's not too far from Tesla, are there like faulty batteries that go straight into the recycling 20 miles away, or is this for people who are, I guess, at the end of the lifespan for their Tesla batteries, and then they bring them there? In that case, I would imagine that being close doesn't matter, but you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. And at 375, solid cost basis, Andy. Solid. Some V-Bucks? No, but if you want some money, I'm hosting a giveaway on Monday. I'm going to post a sponsored video, and the way you can enter that sponsored video, the giveaway, is by subscribing to the channel, first of all, and then commenting on the video. I need as much interaction on that video as possible, because depending how that video goes, they will continue to work with me. So that's the whole point behind that, is I'm trying to build a buzz around the sponsored video, so that way you guys can interact with it, and I have a better chance of working with them for going into the future. It would really help a lot. So entry, five of you will get $100 each, either in the form of cash value or in the form of an Amazon gift card. And it is real. Okay, this is a real giveaway. It is free to enter. This is not YouTube's giveaway. This is my giveaway. And this will be something that you guys can definitely make a free $100. Honestly, you could even get that $100 and open a Weeble account, and then you get even more money for free. and it also helps me out as well. And then you could pull out all that money if you wanted to. You could make an extra like 40 or 50 bucks there too. So it really is free money, guys. But yeah, don't forget about that on Monday. Mark that on your calendars if you want to participate in that giveaway. I will only upload the sponsored video on Monday. So there will only be one video to comment on. But yeah, to answer your question on the V-Bucks, I can't give you gift you V-Bucks, but you can participate to get free money to buy V-Bucks. I woke you up in the middle of the night at 11 p.m. for Nano Dimension because of the offerings. Yeah, when I saw that, every time I saw the offerings, I was just like, they're raising more money. I personally never thought it was a bad idea. I just thought like, all right, they have this like super crazy technology, and then they're protecting themselves like this barrier, right? They're protecting themselves with like a force field of cash. That's how I look at it. Like this like beast, this intellectual property beast surrounded by a force field of cash. Nice, Hoon. Welcome to the Patreon. I left a link pinned to the top, guys. If you guys do want to join the Patreon group, I left it pinned up there. I do post on there. I try to daily. I have a few, I would believe insightful things for new investors specifically, and anyone who just wants to communicate in the private Discord group. This is ideally the best place to get some new information. If I'm not on the live stream, I am on the Discord group. I appreciate it, Gio. Yeah, heck yeah. Heck yeah, exactly. If you win, you'll donate to the channel. Nah, come on, no. The whole point of my giveaway is so you guys can use it. Price target for the end of the year with Nano. I said if they announce an acquisition that's really enticing, so I'm expecting 2 acquisitions, one for immediate revenue generation and the other one for an improved product. I think if they announce really enticing acquisitions, that we might see the stock price double again, just because the market cap is just so small still. If you join the Patreon group right now, as soon as you join, message me and I will DM you a link to the Discord group, because Patreon has not been working with the Discord links. So I have literally been having to message every person individually in the Patreon group to get you guys into the Discord group. And there's actually a channel there to chat with you guys. I mean, we have, I think, like 4 or 5 channels in there. Yeah, this way you guys can interact with other people that are in the community as well, that are deep on stocks like Nano Dimension and Sensonics. Just message me and I will send you the link, guys. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate it. DeFi, crypto stocks. If I talk about crypto, I'm just going to say buy Bitcoin. You don't have to all in Bitcoin like, some of these guys who have sold everything to get into Bitcoin. I feel like we're beyond that. It's a matter of just having a secure income and feeding the tree. Putting it in a bank right now is not very smart. That is just my opinion. By the way, this is not financial advice. Don't you love it, guys? I say I'm going to be off of the live stream in 10 minutes, and then here I am 40 minutes later. 45 minutes later, still here. What's a good movie to watch right now? Man, what movies have come out? Dude, man, I feel so like disconnected from the like movies and entertainment. I'm watching a show called Disenchanted right now. It's like a cartoon, like animated series on Netflix. It's pretty entertaining. Yeah, right. I know, right? Yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys keep me here, so, thanks. Thanks, guys. I'm going to have this weird headset imprint on my hair now. Where the microphone is with the headset. It's like this weird indentation. Have you hit that subscribe and share button? Have you guys? Probably not. It's okay. I'm not forcing you guys to do anything. Just if you like the content and you enjoy my videos and you like to listen to what I have to say and you like get value from listening to my channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. Breaking Bad. Some of you might think I live in a box. I have never watched Breaking Bad. I've seen highlights from many episodes, but I've never actually sat there and watched the entire series. I know it was a teacher that hated his job who turned to hard drugs and made a living off of it. More than a living, a fortune, actually. But, yeah. Who watches movies? We only watch... Yeah, I watch Robin Hood at 8 o'clock every day. Sometimes I like taking the time to watch SEC and Weeble and, you know, nano-di.com. Those are my favorite movies. Dang, you watched the whole series twice? Man, it must be good. What made me start this channel? What made me start this channel? So basically, I feel like so especially during CV19 where we can't really go out and interact with people very much, I was kind of, I felt like I just had to share what I knew. Like, I wanted to be able to have a platform where I could actually help people learn how to invest, because I had been obsessed with investing for like quite some time. I started in Forex years ago, found out leverage is basically the enemy in most cases. I did a lot of reading a couple years ago. I have these 2 books. Highly recommend these books. I have these within arm's reach, actually. And I would highly recommend you guys read these books, by the way, if I didn't say that already, which I did. But like, definitely read those books, guys. So I felt like I just had a lot of information stored in my brain, and it's easier to like put it out on the platform and actually, you know, share some information with you guys. And at least now I have a platform to remember it, you know. So it's perfect. You know, it helps me help you anyways. I'm still awake. Yes, I'm still awake, Richard. Why would I be asleep right now? It's like 8 o'clock. Gosh. What do you think, Chamath, Professor? Chamath he's really smart, but he's actually really freaking funny. You should watch some of his interviews. He's a really funny guy. Yeah, Richard's here again. He was on here earlier, but he hopped off. Probably had to go read that F3. I started with several $1,000s, and I fed it for probably a full year. Altogether, it was probably close to 20K. And I got lucky, and it grew to like over $100,000. Investment goals in 2021: to keep as much of the money that has been made last year. That is my goal. If it goes up, even better, honestly. If the market keeps rallying, even better, man. What's up, Coco? Read a book, but not financial advice. Yep. I am telling you to read a book. You don't have to go by the book, but it's going to teach you just basic concepts that wouldn't click otherwise had you not read the book. Remember, Warren Buffett has 65 plus years of investing experience, and dealing with all kinds of bear markets. Before YouTube, I actually worked for a real estate company. I did photography for them. But on the sidelines, of course, I was always looking into investing because I knew I wasn't going to stay there. It's all good, Coco. Don't even worry about it. I'm still going to post videos for you guys. Buying on margin is never good. My personal opinion. Do not trade on margin. Avoid margin. Educational background. I went to college for a couple years. Didn't graduate. Read a lot. Worked. Focused on stocks. Focused on investing. Learned about real estate. Got my real estate license. Yeah. Your thoughts on diversified portfolios versus holding a few stocks with conviction. I prefer the latter. Holding a few good stocks and just watching those stocks like a hawk. If you can afford the time to spend to really pay attention to what the high conviction companies are doing, in my opinion, a lot more worth it than diversifying into other stocks. Warren Buffett says diversifying is a hedge for ignorance. So if you don't understand something, then why put your money there? Stock everyone seems to like, but you really dislike. Bio-nano-genomics. I don't dislike it. I just don't understand it. And I feel like it's very hard to understand it. So others might disagree with me, but, that's just how it goes. Which books did I recommend? I recommended The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham and The Essays of Warren Buffett. They released several versions of this book. I think this is like the third or fourth. This is the fourth edition. There's like a fifth edition now. They just, I believe they add more of it into the book. So the book gets bigger and bigger as time goes on. Yeah, I knew Richard would say something about BNGO. I'm sure you're making money on it, dude. Additive manufacturing of electronics. I know they have a ton of patents, and it is a very disruptive industry. What do I know about additive manufacturing of electronics? I can't think of any competition who has nearly as many patents as Nano Dimension does in the current position they have. They have proof of concept. They have big backing from big corporations already. They're hiring big brains right now. They can afford to. They have a ton of money. They're in a really good spot, Richard. You've talked about them. You know about Nano Dimension. Don't sit here and lie to us. Yeah, I didn't touch BioNano. I did not touch it at all. Roblox IPO. That one could be a good one. They say stay away from IPOs, but IPOs seem to just fly in this market. Tend to lose. So if you read the books that I just showed you, you don't have to abide by them to a T. Just have the mentality of whatever you learn in the book. Like, basically, value producing assets, limited in quantity, understanding financial statements, understanding market sentiment, knowing that markets are manic in nature. Sort of disagree with the whole Warren Buffett invest in what you know philosophy for the most part. I mean, again, it's only for your risk tolerance. It's all for your risk tolerance. I don't feel comfortable investing in something I don't understand. And even if I don't understand it, I have to understand it enough with at least what I know and what's available to the public, and use the facts for my investment decision. We don't have to agree on everything, Richard. It's all good. I've made a lot of money in the markets last year based on how I trade. Would you buy Robinhood stocks if it IPOs? Hell no. Not right now, especially right now. Definitely not right now. Go Chiefs. I don't know who I'm going for on Sunday. I don't follow either team, so I'm gonna cheer for. How about home? How about home field? Wait, there is no home field because it's the Super Bowl. Where are they playing? Yeah, I know you swing trade. You've showed me that you've had some successful swing trading, especially in this market. You can make a ton of money swing trading. So if it works for you, man, then like power to you. You could really compound your money like that. Yeah, I will. I will. Would I short Robinhood? No, I would not short any stock. Just because if you short a stock, your losses are limitless, essentially. If you go long on a stock, the lowest it can go is 0. If you go short, the stock can go to infinity, hypothetically. So snuck in the bachelor party. The bachelor party. You want to know? Man, it was a lot of fun. We were in New Orleans. We got to go around Bourbon Street. We stayed in an Airbnb around there, and we stayed in this old house that like actually the house it wasn't a house. It was like you know how if you know New Orleans, it's everything's kind of close together in these I don't know what the official name for the kind of structures that are there, but there was, so we stayed in a place where it's narrow but it's tall. Okay, so there's like 4 or 5 floors, and to get to like our actual living quarters, we had to go up like 3 flights of stairs. And my brother, who's the one that got married, he stayed in like this room upstairs that looked so haunted. Like that was a haunted ass room. It had like the creepy like wood, the exposed like ship lap on like the ceiling, but it's like old. And like man, what did the host told me that I think Andrew Jackson like stayed there or something, like some famous or some yeah, some person in government stayed there, something crazy like that. I don't know, but I was, every day that we were there, every night I had this huge room to myself. I was like, I'm gonna see a ghost. I'm gonna see a ghost tonight. Yeah, it was a lot of fun though. We got to go out, drink, hang out. It was kind of COVID. I mean, it was CV-19. Wow, I said that. It was CV-19, and it was still pretty busy, surprisingly. Like, I mean, everyone had masks on and stuff, but it was still pretty busy. Bunch of college kids. It was like field trips and stuff. And what's funny actually too is when we landed in New Orleans, when we got there, we didn't land, we drove, but as soon as we got out in front of the Airbnb, there was a fight that broke out in front of us. I'm not even kidding you. This huge crowd, there was a fight that broke out right in front of us. I watched some guy get tackled, and you could hear the skin and bone and knuckles like hitting the face and stuff. I was like, wow, is this real? Yeah. This is a true story. Literally, as soon as we got out of the car after like a 4.5 hour drive, fight right in front of us. Oh, I don't remember having beignets before I went to New Orleans, but I had beignets there. Um, it was pretty cool. Okay, yeah. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna answer like one more question, and then I'm gonna get off. Like actually, I said I was gonna stay for 10 minutes. I'm here 1 hour later. Sorry for the noise. I have the little lever right here. It's another red day. I would not be surprised. I feel like the markets are going to trade sideways, and then we're going to see some huge pop. It's going to catch us off guard. Favorite color? Dang, that's... Richard, why you gotta ask me the hard questions, bro? I am 5'11" and like a half inch. Favorite color? It depends. Like, I like forest green. I like to wear forest green, but I think purple is a nice color. The pigment in purple is just really nice, like royal purple. But like clothing and stuff, you know, I like to lean towards darker colors and things like that. How can we move to fixed income if the market tanks? What do you mean? Fixed income as in like your job? Move to fixed income? Hey, we have the same favorite colors. No way, dude. Is it applied the same way too though? Like no wonder we like nano dimension. Oh, that's so funny. If you had to go in all in nano or Sensonics, ooh, that's a hard one. That's a hard question, bro. That is a hard question. I mean, honestly, I think nano dimension. I think nano dimension, but we just because the application could be so wide, but the fact that Sensonics is like in the medical field, I feel like people value their lives so much. You know, life is priceless. So, I mean, if it impacts your life, I think that's also very valuable. Very hard question. I would just split it, truthfully. Shane from The Walking Dead. From The Walking Dead. Oh, that's not the first time I've gotten that. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah. Nano for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's a good point, Richard. They do have big competition. If they can get ahead, I think they're in a good spot. If they can get ahead, they're in a really good spot right now, especially with getting the interstitial glucose monitors approved for like long periods of time. You're welcome, Hoon. I appreciate you for staying around so long. I don't even know how long I've been on the stream. It's been like 2 hours now. Like, right? 2 hours? Yeah. Oh, okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap the stream up. Thank you guys so much for watching the live stream. You guys, if you want access to the private Discord group, check out the Patreon. This is where I am actively most of the time. I can't always be around on the YouTube channel answering comments because I have to worry about people on the Discord group. But yeah, if you guys want to, you know, hang out with us on the Patreon group and on the Discord, join that. Message me. I will send you a link, and there's voice chat there as well. So I mean, we have, I mean, really the whole 9 yards. You can pick out everyone's brain in there. It's a really cool place. So just let me know, and yeah. So that is it. I feel like I'm so awkward trying to close out this live stream. I really have no idea how to do this correctly, but thank you guys for tuning in.